Imagine selling some of your stocks in 2025
Uh-huh.
and paying absolutely zero taxes on the profits.
Wow.
It sounds like a dream, right?
Yeah, it does.
Well, it might not be as far-fetched as you think.
Okay.
We're doing a deep dive today
All right.
into a recent CNBC article about how
Okay.
the IRS's inflation adjustments for 2025
Mm-hmm.
could mean a 0% capital gains tax rate
Mm.
for some investors.
Yeah, it's a fascinating development.
It really is.
Could have a big impact on how people approach investing in the coming years.
Absolutely. Whether you're
Yeah.
a seasoned trader or just starting to build your portfolio,
Mm-hmm.
this is something you need to know about.
Definitely.
So let's unpack what this 0% capital gains bracket really means.
Okay, so essentially,
Yeah.
it's a tax bracket that allows you to sell certain assets,
Okay.
like stocks or real estate that you've held for more than a year,
Okay.
and pay absolutely no federal income tax on the profit from those sales.
Hold on. Zero taxes. That seems like a pretty sweet deal.
It is.
Yeah.
But of course, there are some caveats.
I figured.
The 0% rate only applies if your income falls below a certain threshold.
There's always a catch.
Right.
So what are we talking about here?
Yeah.
What are the income limits for 2025?
So for single filers,
Okay.
the limit is $48,350.
Okay.
And for married couples filing jointly,
Mm-hmm.
it's $96,700.
Okay, so those numbers might seem low.
Right.
But remember, we're talking about taxable income,
Exactly.
not your gross income.
Right.
That's what's left after deductions.
Exactly.
Okay.
And that's a really important distinction.
Yeah.
Because it means some people earning well above those stated limits might still qualify for the 0% capital gains rate.
Interesting.
For example, let's say you're a married couple earning $125,000.
Oh, okay.
With the standard deduction for joint filers increasing to $30,000 in 2025.
Right.
Your taxable income would fall below that $96,700 limit for the 0% capital gains bracket.
So the standard deduction increase
Yeah,
is like a secret weapon,
it is.
helping more people potentially qualify for this incredible tax break.
It certainly plays a significant role.
Yeah.
But before everyone rushes off to sell all their winning stocks,
Oh,
there's another important detail to consider.
okay.
When you sell profitable assets,
Mm-hmm.
those profits are added to your taxable income.
Oh, right.
So you could inadvertently push yourself over that 0% threshold if you're not careful.
Yeah.
It's like a delicate balancing act.
It is.
You need to be strategic about when and how much you sell to stay within that sweet spot.
This is starting to sound a bit complicated.
It can be.
Yeah.
That's why it's crucial to have a full year tax projection
Okay.
before making any major moves.
Yeah.
You need to understand your overall financial situation and project your income for the year, factoring in any potential capital gains.
So are you saying we should be running to our financial advisors right now?
Working with a financial advisor or tax professional can be incredibly valuable in this situation.
For sure.
They can help you run those tax projections
Yeah.
and develop a strategy to maximize your tax savings.
This is like having a financial coach in your corner,
Exactly.
helping you navigate the complexities of the tax code
Yes.
and make the most of these opportunities.
Exactly.
This is where it gets really interesting, right?
It does.
Because knowing you have this potential 0% tax window could really shift how people think about investing.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It incentivizes long-term holding even more because you're not just thinking about how much an investment will grow,
Right.
but also how you can maximize your after-tax returns by strategically selling within that 0% window.
All right, I'm already hooked.
Yeah.
But let's get practical. If someone listening is thinking,
Yeah.
okay, this 0% thing sounds great,
Mm-hmm.
but how do I actually make it work for me?
Yeah.
What are the key steps they should take?
First things first,
Okay.
get a clear picture of your current taxable income.
Oh, wow.
Remember, it's not just your salary.
Mhm.
It's what's left after deductions.
Got it.
Look at your last tax return.
Okay.
Or even better, run some projections for the year ahead. And don't forget that standard deduction.
Right.
It's your friend,
Okay.
especially with the increases coming in 2025.
Okay.
It could make a big difference in whether you qualify for that 0% rate.
It's like a hidden bonus, right?
Exactly.
Okay.
Once you have a grasp on your income situation,
Mm-hmm.
think about your investment goals.
Okay.
Are you looking for long-term growth?
Okay.
Are you nearing retirement and need to start tapping into your investments?
Right.
Your goals will really influence your selling strategy.
So even if I qualify for the 0% rate,
Mm-hmm.
selling assets before I actually need the money might not be the smartest move.
That's a great point.
Okay.
You could miss out on potential future growth.
Yeah.
This is where having that full year tax projection is essential.
Mm.
You need to see the bigger picture and understand how selling certain assets will impact your overall tax liability for the year.
Okay, so it's not just about snatching up that 0% rate.
Right.
It's about fitting it into a long-term strategy.
Precisely.
Okay.
And remember, there's some room for creativity here.
Like what?
Have you heard of tax loss harvesting?
Vaguely,
Okay.
but refresh my memory.
So it's like turning financial lemons into lemonade.
Okay.
If you have some investments that have lost value,
Mm-hmm.
selling them can actually offset gains you've made elsewhere,
Okay.
potentially lowering your overall tax bill.
So a strategic loss can actually help me maximize those 0% gains.
Exactly.
Interesting.
It's all about being proactive and looking for those opportunities.
Yeah.
Of course, this can get complex, and you don't have to do it alone.
Sure.
A financial advisor or tax professional can be a huge help.
It's like having a financial co-pilot
Precisely.
guiding you through all the twists and turns.
Exactly. They can help you stay on course and make the most of the opportunities available to you.
Okay, so we've talked numbers,
Yeah.
but let's talk mindset for a second.
Okay.
Knowing about this 0% bracket,
Mm-hmm.
could it actually change how people behave as investors?
Now, that's a fascinating question.
Yeah.
It's not just about crunching numbers. It's about how this knowledge can influence your psychology.
Right. If you know you have the potential to sell investments tax-free,
Mm-hmm.
does it make you more likely to take risks?
Right.
Does it change your investment timeline?
Those are great questions.
Yeah.
And there's no one-size-fits-all answer.
Sure.
It really depends on your individual risk tolerance and investment goals.
But it's definitely something to be aware of, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We don't want the excitement of potential tax savings to cloud anyone's judgment.
Right.
It's still crucial to do your research, diversify your portfolio, and invest in assets that align with your long-term goals.
So the 0% bracket is a tool, not the whole toolbox.
That's a great way to put it.
Yep.
It should enhance your investment strategy, not dictate it.
Yeah.
Don't let it lead you to make impulsive decisions that could derail your long-term financial well-being.
Now, zooming out a bit.
Yeah.
What does the existence of this 0% capital gains bracket tell us about the tax system in general?
Right.
Does it influence how people invest?
That's a big question.
Yeah.
And it touches on the concept of tax incentives.
Okay.
Governments often use tax policies to try to steer people's behavior.
Like giving tax breaks for things like investing in renewable energy
Exactly.
or saving for retirement.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And this 0% capital gains bracket could be seen as a nudge towards long-term investing.
So by rewarding people who hold on to assets for more than a year,
Uh-huh.
it encourages patience and could even contribute to more stability in the market.
It's a fascinating idea.
Yeah.
And it highlights how even seemingly small details in the tax code can ripple out and impact how people manage their money.
Which brings us back to the importance of staying informed, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Knowledge is power,
for sure.
especially when it comes to your finances.
Right.
The more you understand about how taxes and investments work together,
Mm-hmm.
the better decisions you can make.
So for our listeners who are ready to start planning for 2025,
Yes.
what are some concrete steps they can take right now?
First, get organized.
Okay.
Gather your financial records, including your last tax return,
Oh.
investment statements, and any other relevant documents.
Right.
This will give you a clear picture of where you stand financially.
It's like taking inventory before you go shopping.
Exactly.
Right.
Then think about those investment goals we talked about.
Okay.
What are you saving for, and how does that align with the potential of this 0% capital gains bracket?
And don't forget those life events that can throw a wrench in your plans.
Right? Things like marriage, having kids, or changing jobs can significantly affect your income,
Yeah.
and as a result, your tax liability.
For sure.
It's essential to be adaptable and adjust your strategy as needed.
So stay flexible,
Yes.
stay informed, and don't be afraid to reach out for help.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
A financial advisor or tax professional can provide personalized guidance and help you create a plan that truly fits your goals and circumstances.
It's like having a custom-tailored financial roadmap.
It is.
Now, I know I keep saying this,
Yeah.
but this 0% capital gains bracket really is a fantastic opportunity.
It is, but it does require some effort and understanding. So don't wait until the last minute.
Got it.
Start exploring your options today and see how you can make this work for you.
So true.
Exactly.
Yeah,
The earlier you start planning, the better prepared you'll be.
absolutely.
And remember, we're here to support you along the way.
If you have any questions or want to dive deeper into specific topics, don't hesitate to reach out. We
Absolutely.
love hearing from our listeners.
Now, in our final segment, we'll take this a step further.
Right.
We'll explore some advanced strategies for using this 0% bracket,
All right.
particularly how it interacts with other tax-advantaged accounts.
I'm already intrigued. It sounds like we're about to unlock a whole new level of financial planning.
All right, so we've covered a lot of ground from understanding the basics of the 0% capital gains bracket to exploring potential strategies. Now, let's delve into those advanced techniques, particularly how the 0% rate can work in conjunction with other tax-advantaged accounts.
You mentioned something about this earlier, and I'm really curious to hear more. It sounds like we're about to unlock a whole new level of financial planning.
Exactly. It's all about creating synergy within your investment strategy. Let's say you're already maxing out contributions to your 401k or Roth IRA, which is fantastic.
That's already a smart move, right?
Absolutely. But you might still have additional funds you want to invest for retirement.
Right.
This is where a taxable brokerage account comes into play.
Right. But the downside is usually having to pay taxes on any gains when you sell those investments.
Right, unless you strategically leverage the 0% capital gains bracket. If you can manage your income to stay within those limits in the years leading up to retirement, you can essentially transform that taxable account into a tax-free retirement income stream.
Wait, so you're telling me I could build a tax-free bucket of money within a taxable account?
That's right.
That's brilliant.
It's a powerful strategy, especially if you anticipate being in a higher tax bracket in retirement.
Okay.
You're essentially locking in that 0% rate while you're still in a lower bracket.
It's like a financial time machine, letting you transport your money into the future without the tax burden you'd face later on.
I love that analogy. It perfectly captures the essence of this strategy.
Okay, so we've got our tax-advantaged accounts working hard, and now this strategy with the taxable brokerage account. What other advanced moves should we have on our radar?
Well, if you're charitably inclined, donating appreciated assets directly to a charity can be an incredibly tax-efficient strategy.
Okay, I'm all for supporting good causes, but how does this tie into the 0% capital gains bracket?
Let's imagine you have some stocks that have doubled in value. If you sell them, you typically owe capital gains taxes on that profit. But if you donate those shares directly to a charity, you bypass those capital gains taxes entirely.
Wow, so no capital gains tax and I get to support a charity I care about? That's a win-win.
Exactly. It's a fantastic way to leverage your investments for good while minimizing your tax burden.
This is also fascinating. It really highlights how understanding these nuances in the tax code can open up a whole new world of financial possibilities.
Absolutely. And it underscores why working with a financial advisor who specializes in tax planning can be so valuable.
Yeah.
They can help you identify these opportunities and craft a personalized strategy that aligns with your goals.
It's like having a financial architect designing a plan to maximize your wealth and minimize your taxes.
That's a great way to put it. Now, before we wrap up, we need to acknowledge the elephant in the room.
What's that?
The political landscape and its potential impact on all of this.
Right. Tax laws can change, and what's true today might not be true tomorrow.
Exactly. While we're focusing on the 2025 adjustments today, tax policies are constantly evolving. It's crucial to stay informed and be adaptable.
So don't base your entire financial strategy on the assumption that this 0% capital gains bracket will remain exactly as it is.
That's right. Keep an eye on legislative changes. Be prepared to adjust your plans if needed, and don't hesitate to consult with your financial advisor.
It's like navigating a ship through ever-changing waters. You need to be aware of the currents and adjust your course accordingly.
Precisely. And in this journey, knowledge is your compass. The more you understand about the tax code and investment strategies, the better equipped you'll be to navigate the complexities and reach your financial destination.
So true. And remember, we're here to help guide you along the way. If you have any questions or want to dive deeper into any specific topic, please don't hesitate to reach out.
We love hearing from our listeners.
And make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more deep dives on all things personal finance. Hit that like button if you found this helpful, and leave a comment letting us know what other financial topics you'd like us to explore.
Until next time, happy investing.